What is going on, everyone? This is Tumblr 2. Welcome you guys back to another exciting episode of our Goldenrod Radio Tower Podcast. But as you do see on the screen, I am never alone. With me, as always, is RAVEN89.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Another episode of the Golden Tower, and we're going to be talking about some deep stuff today. So I hope you guys enjoy and stick around.
Yeah.
And as you do see on the screen, we, as well, while they may not have webcams, asses, they are still joining us. As always, the Canadian himself, we got Matt.
Well, hello from Canada, everyone. Hey.
And then he's to me out that right on the screen. This is the man that is going to Worlds, and I swear to God, he better win it all. It's Gerard, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey. I'm not sure what that sound was, but I figured, loud noises is cool. Yeah. So. Right?
And his name is John Cena.
Please, no. Copyright sounds. Let's not get sued by WWE.
Oh, yeah, that's not.
Hey,
right.
Whatever.
Scolte.
Canadian.
So today, you guys, we are actually doing something a little bit different. Instead of random battles, we are doing random Super Staff Brothers Melee, which I guess is where they just throw stupid moves and funny moves on Pokemon, and you just have an absolute blast. I've been laughing my ass off for the past 20 minutes getting everything set up, seriously. These guys can attest to that. But let's go on and get into today's main topic, because as we have had Matt and Gerard on here in the past, our usual general introductory questions are already have already been asked. So if you guys would like to find all that stuff out, check out our past podcast. Seriously, it would be really nice. But Raven, go ahead and start off with today's topic of discussions.
All right, so I got two of them. I kind of want to go into two different things. But first, I kind of want to go into the past tournament that just happened over this weekend. Was actually the German Nationals that actually just happened on the 22nd. So I kind of want to discuss, since we have Gerard around and Matt has some knowledge of VGC, barely, and then Brennan
Shut up.
does too. So you're Canadian, you don't know VGC, bro.
I know enough.
I'm just kidding. But I definitely want to go over the teams. Kind of just want to take a look at, what's going on in the meta. What are the top cut teams that occurred and top placed, and kind of see what's out there. What's trending, any cool stuff that's going on. And Gerard's definitely going to be helping us through this conversation as well. His analysis and how that works.
Yeah.
All right, so. Let me get my list up here. So, German Nationals happened on the 21st. I'm sorry, I stand corrected. So, Gerard did watch the videos and the streaming of the German Nationals. So, I kind of just want to go over. Let's look at the number one team. Basically, I'm gonna butcher this name, Arash Amati.
Amati.
And it looks like he's from Italy.
Yep, he's won Worlds in 2013, so he's already a big gun in the Pokemon community.
Cool, man. And it looks like he's got a team of Mega Kangaskhan. It looks like he had a dual option Mega with Salamence. He also has a Groudon, a Yveltal, a Thundurus, and isn't this your favorite Pokemon, dude?
Jumpluff. Yep. That's not colored.
Gerard's favorite Pokemon is making a top cut appearance, so so he's got a Jumpluff. So
yeah, if you did not watch the previous podcast, watch it, because I did freaking call that Jumpluff is freaking bae.
Balls. He's balls. So very, very interesting top cut team. First place in German National, which is a huge tournament in itself. I mean, there's tons of different countries representing in that tournament, and he happened to top cut. So, Gerard, from what you saw, let me call out what the second place team was. So, because what was in the finals basically. So the final was Till Boomer, and looks like he's got Mega Kangaskhan, a Groudon, Xerneas, Thundurus, Cresselia, and then a Clefairy.
Yeah, so this is like a twist on the Big Six. So it forgoes Salaman's Intimidate, but still has the setup of Xerneas. So if people aren't prepared for the Xerneas sweep, then they will just get swept. However, most people can combat that nowadays. So that Clefairy is actually a Calc Ruiner, like because of Helping Hand and like its magic, Friend Guard, right? So just any damage calcs that you planned for it, just out the window.
Yeah, definitely.
So this team is really nice.
Yeah, definitely. So let's talk about the overall matchup. I mean, we already know who won. Arash won the tournament, first place. But let's talk about this matchup. You know, when we look at team preview, you know, and you're looking at these two teams, the big things that you see on Arash's team is most likely dual mega, which is pretty interesting. It's got the dual mega option, which is pretty good, but at the same time, it renders one of the other Pokemon kind of useless. Kangaskhan can still kind of be used in Salamence too, but the Aerial Lead doesn't get procced, so you won't have that stab hyper voice if that's the type of Salamence. And then Kangaskhan just not mega'd. It's got fake out pressure, and that's basically it. And then you got the jump up here. So, team preview, Gerard. If you were to look at the first place team, Arash, you know what would you break down? Like, how would you prepare for that? And what do you think about that jump pluff? That's like basically the main question there.
Yeah, no. Essentially, looking at the team, you have to be able to nullify the Groudon, obviously. That this team supports a Groudon sweep, or at least like big Groudon damage. So, however, the jump fluff is really nice for countering the main teams of today, like with Big Six. And most teams nowadays don't run like Safeguard or like if they have a Taunter, it's Thundurus. So basically, like the jump fluff is one of those mons that actually abuse the sun with chlorophyll, so it can get a fast sleep powder off. Or if Xerneas decides to Geomancy, in the sun, jump fluff is still faster than Xerneas at +2, like max speed timid.
Dang.
So it can encore that Geomancy. Yep, it can encore that Geomancy and then literally leave it locked in there. You know, basically because there's really no free switch-ins in this format. So like if you switch in a mon, it's gonna get hurt. Like if you decide to, you know what I mean? So it's a pretty nice abuse of how the meta is, where everyone's trying to pack on as much strength and as much like strategy as they can. However, like a lot of people don't have enough room for more than just speed control. Like if you look at like the top the top 2 teams or the top 8 teams, everyone kind of has like their speed control. Mm-hmm. And then if they don't have a Smeargle, they have some type of sleep, except for the second place team. That's why he got second place. He didn't have a sleep on. But no, I'm joking on that. But as far as the team setups, like everyone that's not prepared for the encore or the sleep in the sun is just like it's total abuse of status, because most, like I said, most people just pack on power.
Yeah. So essentially with the jump pluff, I mean, it was running probably encore. What was running? Sleep powder, protect,
and then, helping
hand and protect. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So and then I guess it was built bulky and fast, or just fast.
I believe it was just built. Just max speed, because you need to like. You need to.
Need that speed for.
Yeah, you need the chlorophyll abuse. At the very least, enough speed to outpace +2. What is it? Xerneas in the sun.
Yeah.
So at the very least, but.
Do you know what item it held? If it was like Focus Sash or something like that, Mental Herb?
I didn't catch the item. It was never it was never taunted. So,
okay.
Like, if it was a Mental Herb, I couldn't tell. And then it never in the finals. It literally was never touched or never hit. Like,
Really?
Yeah. No. If I recall correctly, that's. The last 2 games, the finals was only 2 games, and literally Jump Fluff just helping handed, Encore and Sleep Powdered everything. It was MVP definitely.
Okay, interesting. So, the next Pokemon I want to move on to is the Thundurus. We're not going to spend too much time on Thundurus because, I mean, it's pretty common, especially from VGC 15. I'm assuming it was a bulky cleric as well, or was it built? Did you see that it was built to be able to hit hard as well?
Thundurus, I believe. Man, can't remember.
We're going off. We're going off of memory. So.
Did Thundurus Eye?
Well, I mean, the most common Thundurus is the Focus Sash max speed.
Mm-hmm.
However, I know Rosh likes to run like cool spreads in terms of bulk, so he might have just ran the Calm Dundee.
Calm Dundee, yeah, with Citrus Berry.
Yeah.
Like T-Wave?
Yeah.
Yeah, T-Wave, Taunt,
cool.
Thunderbolt, and probably some type of hidden
the
power.
hell is this, Gerard?
Yeah.
What did you guys do?
We're in a battle right now, but
Snowballs?
it's a fighting dark type.
Yeah,
Sorry to
man.
interrupt, but oh my god.
No, you're good, dude.
350 speed and has Volt Absorb. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, I am back. I'm okay. Sorry, continue.
No, you're good, dude. Alright, so the next Pokemon I want to move on to before the Groudon, the Yveltal. So Yveltal can be run a couple different ways. It could be special, it could be mixed, it could be totally physical. So what did you observe about the Yveltal? Like, was it just basically the physical with the Foul Play, Sucker Punch, Protect, and
Yeah, no, he had the standard physical Life Orb. So he had like a knockoff, which with Helping Hand, O-Code, I believe it O-Code Tress. If I'm not
It did.
And then, the Foul Play with Life Orb just O-Codes pretty much anything with Helping Hand. Like, Groudon, I don't know. Like, it seemed like it, at least.
Yeah.
Like, I was pretty scared of it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Like,
Foul Play.
It made me think you need freaking... You have to have a Jump Fluff if you have Groudon on your team. Like, it just seems so cool.
Yeah.
Ooh,
all right, and then
times.
and then lastly with the Groudon, was it a mixed Groudon with Precipice Blaze and Eruption, or was it just special? How did he run the Groudon?
Right, hold on, guys. Hold on.
It was definitely a mixed Groudon because he had Eruption and he was rocking the Precipice too.
Okay.
Are you kidding me? Okay, wait, hold on. Sorry.
What's up?
My second monitor just decided to disconnect, and so we lost a little bit of footage for a second. We're still good. We're good now, but what the hell? Yeah, we're still good. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I've never had issues like this before.
Alright, cool, man. So yeah, the first team, it looked like it has pretty good synergy. And of course with the Dark Aura, Kangaskhan gets the Sucker Punch boost as well. So that's...
I knew Raven.
Yeah, there was a really nice play where his opponent had a +2 Kangaskhan, and then he had Arash actually had the balls to just Sucker Punch, double Sucker Punch into the King, and then it actually messed it up. It it OCO'd it from there, or not OCO'd, obviously, just cleared it from there.
Yeah.
That was actually nice to see.
Yeah, that's a big play, dude. That's really risky.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, dude. All right, so let's move on to the second place team. So basically, as you stated before, this is a variation of the Big Six team. Basically, you got your Kangaskhan, Groudon, Xerneas, almost said Yveltal. But the differences here, you have Thundurus, Cresselia, and Clefairy. Cresselia has been seeing a big jump within the last couple months of usage, with its being able to levitate, skill swapping capabilities, Trick Room setup, super bulky Pokemon. So how did he use the Cresselia? Like, was it basically more of a cleric, or was it, like, what was its main function? Was it a gravity Cresselia? Because that's seeing a lot of function too.
Yeah, dude, yeah, to be honest, I don't remember watching any of that guy's battles except for in finals.
Okay.
And whenever he brought Cresselia, it just was not helping him.
It probably just got destroyed by the Yveltal.
Oh,
Yeah, something. It was not cool for him.
Yeah. So Clefairy is super interesting. Clefairy's always seen some usage. I actually used to rock Clefairy back in VGC 15 as well, only because it has its ability Friend Guard, which basically reduces damage of your ally, I think, by 25%. Which is super helpful, and it keeps your ally alive. But it also has access to things like Helping Hand. I believe it has Encore, but I don't think it's fast enough to be able to do the Encore. But what was
after you? I believe Icy Wind could. I believe Icy Wind is pretty popular right now too.
Yeah,
okay.
Something that's come into meta a lot recently. I can't remember who exactly did it, but I think it was someone from America that ran Icy Wind Crest that actually gained a lot of.
Alex.
Yeah, I think that was the name, but it gained just so much popularity. It's unbelievable, honestly.
Yeah, I actually used to run an Icy Wind Cresselia back in 2015 when Thundurus was pretty rampant, in VGC 15. So I did experiment with the Icy Wind as well with Crest, but it's super interesting to see that going around in VGC 16 because, I mean, it's not really hitting much stuff super effectively, but at the same time, that speed stat decrease, it looks like it definitely it's definitely worthwhile.
Oh yeah, I think it was like an Icy Wind Crest, huh? Maybe. That seems logical.
Yeah.
Crest? Oh man,
Ooh,
Crest
shiny
nowadays is pretty dangerous for VGC.
Yeah.
Just because you don't know what it does. Like,
Yeah.
there's
It
too
can.
many possibilities.
Yeah, dude. It can sit there and it can be it can Helping Hand. It has access to Helping Hand and it can boost things up. It's got Trick Room. It's got it's got Moonlight. You can sit there for a while. I've seen a Crest running Thunderwave, which I thought was weird, but I saw that.
Missed.
I've seen Cresselia doing Icy Wind shenanigans, so Cresselia has seen a lot more usage. I think within the last couple months, like it wasn't really that big when VGC 16 first started out, but within the last month or two, I've definitely seen more Cresselia being used in a lot of different variations too, which is super interesting.
That is true.
All right, yeah, dude. So, just looking at the rest of the German nationals, the top, we can look at the top 10. Do you see anything else, on the list that you think looks super interesting and what its usage would be in VGC 16?
Yeah, let's see. Top 10, like 10th place, you have the Bronzong Lapras with double primal Salamence Thundurus. Salamence Thundurus is pretty good against the Big Six just because you can Tailwind with Salamence and or Thunderwave like any opposing like Xerneas.
Mhm.
So that's pretty good. However, the Bronzong is pretty cool here because it has a lot of options. Now, Bronzong is one of those mons that could have Safeguard. It could also do the Gravity Hypnosis combo that's really popular this year, which makes Hypnosis 100% accurate rather than 60% accurate under Gravity.
Mhm.
And then, as far as that Lapras, just having the Freeze Drive versus like weird counter things and dragons is really nice. And I believe, just switch-ins for water moves is pretty good. Its general bulk is pretty good,
Mhm.
bar the rock moves and fighting moves. So I mean, and there's hardly any like
Screw this matchup.
I saw that too. Oh my god. Oh my
That's pretty
gosh,
cool.
that's beautiful.
Yeah, Bronzong, and I'm assuming Bronzong is using the using Levitate is the most common ability that it's using.
Yep, that is the most handy just because of Groudon's weakness, and then it could also abuse being safe from fire because of Kyogre. So kind of helps centerize only like certain moves towards Bronzong. That's why people started using Yveltal, and like obviously if you look down this list, there's
Mhm.
not too many Yveltals, not too
Yeah.
many. However,
Yeah.
there's a good handful. Like let's see, three Yveltals this whole tournament, but that's because they're trying to use it to counter the really popular Xerneas Groudon Big Six team, you know. And it actually helps counter like double primal because of like dual snarl and or foul play plus Kangaskhan or Salamence, you know.
Yeah, dude.
Just helps for double targets.
Yeah, and so in the example of the 10th place, that just for people that can't see the list, basically it's Mega Salamence, Groudon, Primal Groudon, Primal Kyogre, the Thundurus, Bronzong, and the Lapras. So in that type of team, it looks like a main function of Trick Room because Lapras is pretty slow in itself. But would you run both of those Primals slow, or would you run just the Kyogre slow and then the Groudon fast? Like, what do you think would be the most effective with that type of team?
Yeah, no, that's a good question because most people either want to run true Trick Room, but a lot of pro players like doing this like fast Groudon, slow Kyogre kind of thing, where like no matter what, if they have to switch in the last two Mons, like no matter what, the Kyogre's weather is going to be up so that Groudon and so that Kyogre could at least attack with its stab, and then Groudon still has Precipice Blades in the water, in the rain, sorry. So still effective.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'm looking down the rest of the list. I'm not seeing anything too crazy. I see a Gothitelle that's super interesting instead of a Cresselia.
Yeah, that one's really tricky. It's more of a like noob Punisher. Like if they try to lead a primal in front of you, they're goners kind of thing. And
I see a Parasect. Do you see that?
Parasect. Dude.
Yep. It's on a Big Six team with Thundurus, Cress, and Amoonguss. Oh no, what am I looking at? Sorry, no, it's Ray Xerneas with Genie's Smeargle and Parasect. That's cool. That's a really nice team. I am gonna try that.
That's super interesting.
You know who said to use Parasect? M from TLTPG. He's like,
oh really?
Really?
He was telling me to bring Parasect to Worlds. I was like, bro, how am I gonna use that? Apparently, this guy got 15th at German Nats with freaking Parasect. That's amazing.
I mean,
Hey, good sport.
I've heard talk about Parasect
Yeah.
and how it does well under Trick Room and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Because
I can see
it's got Rage Powder.
Oh yeah.
It does basically everything that Among Us can do, to some extent, but I don't know. I'm trying to figure out like exactly like where the difference is between the two. Like, is it like ability wise or?
Typing.
ability? It gets like dry skin, so like if it could be like a water switch in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
And looking at this team, there's really no switch-ins for water. If there's only Rayquaza, Xerneas, Genies, Smeargle, and Parasect. And then there's a ton of switch-ins for Precipice Blades, which pretty much all the Mons except for Xerneas and Smeargle resist or are immune to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just scrolling down a little bit more. I've noticed that there's been a huge decrease in usage of Crobat. What do you think about Crobat and its viability in 2016 VGC?
Well, Crobat's always been for me it seemed like a risky play just because its main mode of attack is Super Fang, and unfortunately Super Fang it likes to miss whenever you need that, like when you're counting on this double
Like
target,
A5?
it just misses. It's base 90 accuracy, but like it still misses too much, like at crucial moments. So I mean it's still good though, because you can most players nowadays run Haze with like Rayquaza or something like that, just so after Rayquaza Dragon Ascents, it can haze those stat drops away, and or counter Xerneas' Geomancy, you just haze that and stat drops. Stat changes are gone. So that's a pretty advanced play people do. I mean, it's really beautiful for Tailwind. And then I think people forego Taunt for Haze just so they can keep Quick Guard, but I'm not really sure. I mean, like, Crobats are pretty one-dimensional. That's the reason why people stop using it. Or, like, there's been a decrease in popularity for it.
Cool, man. So I'm just looking at like the other tournaments that have happened, within this month, and I did mention to you. I don't think you saw the video, but third place at the UK National, Luis Lopez from Spain used a Mega Kangaskhan, a Groudon, a Kyogre, a Thundurus, a Mandibuzz, and a Ditto, which is super, super interesting, especially with the Mandibuzz Ditto. I mean, Ditto's pretty much a wild card, but the Mandibuzz is super, super interesting. Since we probably didn't, I know I didn't watch the video, and I don't know if you did either, but what do you think the usage of that Mandibuzz would be, if you saw it at team preview against you or in your team?
Oh my goodness, when I see it, the only thing I know about Mandibuzz is what Roost singles moves.
Foul play.
Road. Yeah, no. Well, I'm thinking Dark Pulse, like
Come from behind
toxic.
victory.
It's something weird. I don't know. Do you know what it did?
No, I have no clue. That's something I'm gonna have to look up. Probably at the end of this, because I just kind of pulled this list up. So that's something I'm definitely gonna have to look into to see what the main functionality of that was. But I know Mandibuzz is super, super bulky.
Yep.
Extremely bulky.
A crazy physical bulk
Hey,
for sure.
Raven, are you ready for this?
What's up?
Okay, hold on. Wait 1 second. Oh, shoot, I forgot. Dang it. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Everything's gone so wrong since it crashed. Okay. Just watch this.
Check it out. So that Ditto is ballers.
Yeah,
And-
here we go. I'll play for sure on this Mandibuzz.
And then
Oh yeah, that sounds like
just
a pro
straight
play
up-
right there.
What?
Exactly. Its only moves are agility, trick or treat, celebrate, and then rage quit.
That makes no sense.
I know.
That is insane. I don't know what's up with this mode of play, but
It's
it's
so
super interesting.
It's so funny, dude. I'm laughing so hard.
It's so random. So my computer froze.
Oh, did it?
Kind of.
Uh-oh. You have all the material for this episode.
Well, I mean, that's basically all I can see on the list. It's slowly loading now. I saw Latios on another team on the UK National. They actually second place. Second place, Latios. So do you know what would you think about the Latios?
The Latios is definitely in place of Talonflame, the Tailwind. I'm sure it did some weird stuff. I'm willing.
Offensive Latios is pretty popular, right?
Yeah, out of the two Latios, of course, Latios is the more attack. It's more focused on attack, while Latios is more defensive wise. But they honestly do the same things. They're both wonderful defoggers. If you this is speaking from singles point, but from a doubles point of view, I've run into a couple while preparing for regionals this weekend, and there's been some Latios out there that are just pure power. They're just like that, but like a behind the scenes kind of sweeper in a way.
Nice. Yeah, I've never been afraid of Latios because just most of my teams have had Xerneas on it. Mm-hmm. So you just set up in its face and it's GG from there.
Yeah, dude. So the last Pokemon I kind of want to go over regards to VGC 16 that I've actually seen a decrease in usage. I mean, it's kind of obvious why it's seen as a decrease, but it's still kind of popular, is Aegislash. So in VGC 15, Aegislash was very prominent, during different seasons. It wasn't prominent throughout the whole season of VGC 15, but it was definitely out there. Now, with VGC 16, obviously, Groudon is a huge deterrent to bringing an Aegislash to the match or having it on the team at all. But when you have a Xerneas, when Xerneas is so popular, what is a good counter to Xerneas?
It's really the way you beat Xerneas is like a team effort. Most Xerneases are led with Big Six, right? So the point of that team is literally the Xerneas setup, and to combat that, most of the time you have to have at least another fake outer, a fake out Pokemon, because most of the time it'll be led with either if it's a Xerneas lead, it'll be led with Smeargle or Kangaskhan, and Kangaskhan is going to fake out Geomance and then Xerneas Geomancy first turn. That's literally the best play in most situations, actually, for Xerneas, and then from there just sweeps. So to combat that, most people have been starting to use Thundurus to Thunder Wave it or taunt it right off the bat, or if it's the Xerneas Smeargle lead, like I referred to earlier, then people do the Thundurus Kang lead, so that you can taunt or Thunder Wave. You can taunt Smeargle, fake out Xerneas first turn kind of thing, and then try and kill people from there. I mean, it's still a tough matchup because there's many variables that good players do, like switching turn one, and then that whole strategy is gone. However, usually the rise of Thundurus this season, early on, Thundurus was pretty much crap and no one used it because everyone was using it wrong. And then now everyone's just using Thundurus really plain and simple. like Thunderwave, Taunt, Thunderbolt, Protect. Every Thunderous is like that kind of nowadays. That's literally one of the best ways for a counter to Xerneas. People were doing stuff like Gengar, Crobat to counter Xerneas just so you can Sludge Bomb and Super Fang, Taunt, Tailwind, Haze, and both of them don't give a fuck about fairy moves. So it kind of like that was like a special way to take care of it. I mean, usually Steel types, Ferrothorn's like pretty baller for taking care of for Xerneas. Even Amoonguss can kind of have fun with Xerneas as long as you have partners around. But yeah, I mean, it's literally VGC 16 is like really dependent on team effort nowadays. Like, I mean, VGC 15 last year like was synergistic, where you could rely on switch-ins. Here, you have to have like the right team strategy, like a full concept to be successful for VGC 16.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Cool, man. So that's basically all I wanted to kind of go over with the recent tournaments that have been going on. Are there any tournaments that are coming up for you that you're preparing for at this moment?
Oh yeah, we got Utah, Brennan. Oh wait, Thumb Brother too. Yeah, we got Utah.
Yep, we got Utah Regionals coming up this weekend. I just got my team, and I'm gonna put in so many hours of work and just testing things and wanting to switch things up. Because once again, okay, first of all, I haven't had time to team build, so I do want to say thank you to Gerard. Seriously, bro, thank you so much for sending me a team. I love it. I love what I'm working with. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but if I have to go up against you, you're you're gonna completely wreck me. I haven't had a lot of time to really play VGC 16 this year, but seriously, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate it so much, dude. You've been a great help.
Yeah. Anytime, man. And for anyone else, TLTPG, I have teams for days, like literally for days. You guys just want one.
The best.
Oh yeah, man, that one was a really fun team, definitely. Just not against Intimidate. Like that team, it was literally like 4 attacking ones, and then Cresselia Kyogre. Like, and Cresselia does not count as a special attacker. She's like, if anything, just there to take up space, do some things. Yeah.
Am I gonna sweep with this Suicune back towards you?
Yeah. All the rest of my pokes are really trash.
Seriously, like, I don't know if you guys have been watching this battle, but like he started with oh no, you win. What are you talking about?
This thing doesn't have any moves.
Go for the last move. You don't know what it could do. But seriously,
anything priority.
Started out with a freaking Suicune like I have. Completely swept my whole team until I got to Suicune.
You had a Growlithe?
I did, and I was happy.
Whoa!
What the actual hell?
Okay. What?
Wait, what?
Got wrecked. He transformed into you and imprisoned you.
So I'm struggling. So you win right now.
No, he just kills you.
Well then, okay.
I don't even know what happened, dude. I'm not even gonna count that towards our tally that we're doing.
Are you serious, dude? That makes it so much more fun.
Okay, I'll count it.
Okay, who's up next? Who's gonna battle next? I've done like 8 battles.
Matt and Gerard are probably.
Oh, or that. Yeah, let's do this.
I'm doing some battles too. I've been battling myself.
Matt, I don't see you online. What the hell?
Yeah, Gerard, you'd be proud. I'm starting to try to get back into VGC 16 again, so it's kind of interesting.
Good, that's hype, bro.
But yes,
I want you to start collecting points for VGC 17.
Yeah, that's what I'm practicing now, so I can get ready for after August tournaments and get ready for VGC 17.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Seriously, like when it comes to that, are you in a random battle with Matt? Oh no, you're not.
I'm challenging him.
Okay.
We're gonna do this.
But yeah, when it comes to freaking Utah, man, I'm excited. I'm hoping that, you know, in this short little span that I have until, what was it, Saturday? Yeah. It's on Saturday. We're recording this on Monday. And I'm hoping just in that time frame that, you know, I can start to pick up a little bit of what's been going on in VGC 16. I'm expecting, you know, a lot of awesome competitors because we got Gerard showing up. We got our buddy Capuno showing up as well. Yeah, Capuno's crashing with me for the weekend. So we all got to get together and seriously just like chill, man.
Oh, yeah. That sounds baller as fuck.
Like, oh, it's going to be... I can't wait. It's going to be awesome.
We're in a battle, by the way, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you got it. You got it.
Frozen kebab skewers.
No!
What is going on?
Like, seriously, this is what's so...
Oh!
You get destroyed. This thing's got Protean. Protean life orb.
What is going on, dude?
See, this is why I love Showdown to some degree with this stuff, because they do it so well.
The rest of my team is pretty much weak to Fairy. That is bullcrap.
Yeah.
Just hit that last move and pray.
I know. That's what I'm about to do. I'm just going to go down each Pokemon.
And also, these nicknames also help me out with some Pokemon that I don't have nicknames for.
These are like admins and mods on Showdown.
I think so, yeah. They each like took a Pokemon and made a set for it.
Alright, so the next topic... Ooh, what is going on? My computer froze again. Anyway, the next topic I wanted to go into, it kind of touches on VGC, but kind of not. It's a controversial topic that I thought of, and just to kind of set, you know, the boundaries. I'm not accusing anyone of anything, and we're all just talking. We're going to be discussing this next topic as a Pokemon community. I am not going to be sitting here saying that any of us participate in this specific activity or don't participate. I just want to talk about, you know, it existing and what we think about it and how it affects the community. And this is definitely something that all of us will be able to have input on. So the topic I want to talk about
I think I know where this is going.
Jenning.
Jenning, yep, okay.
So, yeah, okay. So basically, I mean, if you're watching, my computer definitely froze, Matt. So I don't know what's going on. My plug-in to the Flash player doesn't work.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go. It started.
All right. Well, hopefully it'll do something. So anyway, what was I just gonna say?
Did you both just quiver dance?
We did.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, continue.
Oh, no, you're good, dude. All right, so if you're just, you know, watching this or you're kind of new to Pokemon, basically there are specific people that are able to generate Pokemon using different applications on their computer and different software on their DSs, and basically they're able to load whatever Pokemon they want into the system and basically have it coded as legitimate and able to use in specific tournaments if that's what they do. So that is what's going on. It's been going on in Pokemon for probably the longest time.
It's been going on since the beginning. Ever since Game Sharks were created, dude. That Jenning's been a thing. Seriously. Yeah. Ever since it was not even Power Save, ever since it was freaking called Game Shark, it was a thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Shout out to the 90s.
90s.
Yeah, it wasn't. Was it Game Shark in the 90s?
Something like that.
Something like that. Shut up, Matt.
Yeah, so I that's something I kind of wanted to discuss because there was some controversy, I think, a couple of years ago for Worlds that I believe Ray Rizzo was accused of Jenning because he had a Dream Ball Aegislash, I believe he had.
Yeah. Yeah, so when it came to that, from what I understand, is Ray Rizzo said that he got it from like fans, like some fan just traded him
Somebody
for it
gave it
because
to
he was like, he was like someone that supported him, if I'm not mistaken, and he like when you think of Pokemon, you don't really give much thought to Pokeballs, and with Genning, you can definitely change the Pokeball. But when it comes to the Pokeballs, what was started to be implemented through Generation 6 onwards is when it comes to the type of Pokeball that your Pokemon that you breed for is in, it always goes from the female. So because of that, it is impossible for a Dream World ball Aegislash to exist because Aegislash didn't exist in Gen 5. It's a Gen 6 mon, of course. So that's where a lot of controversy comes, and ever since then, Pokemon, I know, and Game Freak have been really trying to kind of cut down on that, which, for me personally, if I could just take the full, like, seriously, for me, like, do what you do at the end of the day, as long as, at the end of the day, if it's legal, as far as competitive standards, do what makes you happy, seriously. If that makes you feel like a better Pokemon player just because you have that 6 IV across the board mon, then go for it. Seriously, me right now, I'm in between because I did a lot of, well, not genning, but I modified it. I did some modifications to my mons that I started to breed, and then I just made everything perfect on them. And when the big when the big hit came that Pokemon cracked down on that, I had to start my whole game over. And so that hit me really hard because I had all these awesome mons that I couldn't necessarily use anymore. And so for me, it's like, I'll get people to gen them for me so I don't screw it up. But I've personally gone back to breeding myself just on the side, just so that is something I can continuously do. But seriously, do what makes you happy. Do it if it's if it's legal for a competition, do it. Just know how to gen at the end of the day. Seriously.
Oh yeah, like there's genning and there's power save.
Mm-hmm.
And they both act a little differently, but at the end of the day, they can both make mons illegal, which just ruins things for lots of people.
Yeah, let's go ahead and have. Well, it's kind of like this. It's finding all these random mons. Like, how the hell does a Crobat know close combat? It doesn't. You can easily gen that on. You can easily power save that on. And so, like I said, as long as you do it right, go for it. Seriously, if that's what makes you happy, go for it.
Uh-oh, here we go. Zoom real sweep.
Gerard, what do you feel about genning?
Oh, well, I feel like I used let me give you my background on Pokemon breeding. I used to spend too much time.
That was such a
breeding,
crap battle.
and I just countless hours trying to be a good breeder instead of trying to be a good battler. And I feel like having the option to just battle with mons that are the way you want them, it is a lot more conducive to being a better player. Like just like Showdown, just having the opportunity to have like specific spreads or specific mons that you need without having to worry about not having anything, But as far as genning and power saves, I mean, like, it's a tool. I mean, obviously, people can abuse it in terms of too many shinies. That's an eyesore.
Yeah, I agree.
It's super obvious when you have like a team full of shinies. But as far as that, I mean, like, literally, the mons don't give you an advantage at all. Like, in my opinion, like, it's literally
It's just a time saver, right?
Yeah, it's even without that being an issue, like the fact that you still have to battle and still have to be able to make the plays is a thing. Like, it's you can't just get away with having the best mon, like, you know, all 6 IVs and then winning. Like, that everyone has, because if everyone has it, then fucking, that means the only thing that separates you is your play style and your calls. So it literally has no function or like competitively to force. Like, if we had to be stuck reading all our Pokemon, then like there's too many. There'd be too many strategies we couldn't do because being limited to having to catch these Pokemon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I can understand Pokemon's, you know, background coming from that, because, you know, in some sense, you know, it is cheating. Absolutely, it's cheating. Because you illegally created these Pokemon.
Outside of however they're intended, you know?
Mm-hmm. But, I mean, I don't know, I feel like it's gonna end up being one of those things where it's kind of like the capture cards. Like, capture cards for Nintendo, like, you send it off to someone, you pay hundreds of dollars, they mod a Nintendo product and send it back to you so you could live stream, put it on record, which is what a lot of people on YouTube do, but a lot of Poketubers do. And now it's like... It voids the warranty, number one. And I think it's like something against... it voids the warranty. And so Nintendo, I think, initially was really pissed off at it, because, you know, they're destroying and making money off of their product. But now we're seeing these live streams from regionals, from nationals, worlds coming through on the same systems, on those same cap card systems. And I feel like eventually it's going to get to the point where Pokemon might hop on board with genning and might maybe create an official Pokemon gen like game. That'd be kind of cool. Nintendo, Pokemon, hit me up, sort of thing, copyright, you know, we'll copyright it, we'll work out a deal and everything, you know, I'll get you your money, believe me, you. But seriously, that sounds like a great idea, doesn't it? If you could go in and freaking, you know, gen a Pokemon through an official Nintendo product, and they have all the rules, they have what you can and can't put on it. Like, seriously, I think that would be a really cool idea.
Yeah, I'm just gonna play devil's advocate here. The main basis of, you know, why Pokemon was created was to basically have a bond with your Pokemon and to become closer with you know, real life friends and to trade with them and stuff like that. So based off of that, I think that's one of the main reasons why Pokemon doesn't want genning. They want you to spend the time and tell the story of how you caught this Pokemon, how you bred that Pokemon to you know, to be battle ready and stuff like that. But at the same time, they're kind of taking steps because they're making it easier to breed and EV spread these Pokemon, and they're increasingly making it easier and easier. And you know, but you know, with the stupid, you know, I'm sorry, I'm calling it stupid. The stupid EV training game. Super training. It's so time consuming, and it's not worth the time. Like,
thank God for like power banding and all that stuff.
Yeah,
like, seriously.
the bands and they're the top best way, especially with Pokerus, the best way to EV train. But at the same time, when you're trying to go for those specific EV spreads, you have no other option but to super train, and it's so annoying. Especially if you're super training from scratch. Your level is super low, so you have to sit there and play lower level matches in order to get your EV spread faster and higher. So I think Pokemon does need to re-look at how Pokemon are bred and EV trained and somehow make it even easier and more streamlined than what it is now, because it is really hard for people that don't have access to genning, or people that, you know people that gen, and they spend hours and hours just trying to breed that perfect Pokemon, and they won't ever have a chance to be really, you know, at a competitive level, because it takes too much time to commit to it, you know?
Yeah.
Why is Jinx so fast? I swear to God.
Jinx OP.
Oh, because it had... Okay,
Snow warning?
Yep. God damn you, Matt.
Jinx OP. Atomic
So,
Bomb.
alright, so essentially, we'll start with Thumb Brother. Thumb Brother, are you pro or anti-genning?
Like I said, I'm in
No
the...
stipulations, just straight up, are you pro or against?
At the end of the day, because I spent, like, I'm in the same boat as Gerard. I spent so many hours genning, you know, trying to get that 6 IV Pokemon, shiny or not. You know, I gotta be pro-gen. I gotta be pro-gen, man.
Yeah. Alright, Matt, what about you? Are you pro-genning or anti-genning?
Oh, shit, just went into a random battle. Never mind. Okay.
I gotta say, between the, like, 1,800 hours I have logged between XY and Oris, just, like, trying to gen the right things, I just, like, or trying to breed them, I'm in the same boat. Like, I'm so thankful that there's a way to make them faster. But, I don't know. There are pros and cons, but I'd have to say if I had to pick one, I would go on the side of genning.
Genning. Alright. Gerard, I know you're on the pro, not pro, but I mean, you're on the competitive level and you have CP points and go to these tournaments. So I don't want you to condemn yourself or like get yourself in trouble, but like, you know, on the moral level of Pokemon, like, are you pro or anti-genning?
Oh man, I feel like I'm pro. Definitely pro.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would have to agree, dude. I would have to agree with genning is... I mean, when you look at the demographics of, you know, who plays Pokemon, for the most part, nowadays, it's people our age, in our 20s. We're the ones that really can buy Pokemon as soon as it comes out and put the time in. And, you know, Pokemon's still making a lot of money off of the older generations. So, taking consideration of your demographic of who you're selling to, we don't have as much time as, you know, a 10-year-old does after school, after they do their homework. You know, they have hours and hours to be able to dedicate to Pokemon, where we're working jobs, we have families, you know, we're at that point in our lives. So I'm pro-genning or making an even easier and more streamlined way of being able to make competitive Pokemon, or have competitive Pokemon catchable in the game, so you can catch already like more. You can catch pretty much close to competitive Pokemon in game and have them more common.
You mean like catching them with egg moves and all that stuff?
Like from Safari, but like already like EV trained.
But better.
With the EV training and the IV train, not the EV training, the IV training is the more specific thing. Because when we breed for the IVs, not the EVs. So having Pokemon already in the wild that are you know, IV'd higher basically than everyone, like almost at a competitive level. And I think that should be something within the system that's like post gameplay. So after the story is done and after the after story is done, the game will automatically transition into like a different mode where Pokemon that you find in the wild are more likely to be competitive high IV Pokemon, and then you can do the whole like carrying over, you know, the nature that you want using like the Gardevoir and stuff like that. You can get the nature that you want and and stuff like that.
Or something like to go off of that. I mean, make it like an item in the game, like, you know, like the shiny stone and the oval stone for breeding and finding shinies. Make it some sort of charm for the game. Yeah. Make it the IV charm. Done. $1 million. Pokemon, I'm serious. I'm available for hire. I'll work for you. Seriously.
Hey, it was my idea. What are you talking about?
I'll take a fee as well.
They can come too. Why not?
So yeah, dude. So I mean, but that's something definitely to think about in regards to Dream Punch, really. You know, in regards to being able to be competitive, because at one point you want younger generations to be more competitive, but at the other point you want to be able to help the older generations that are still super into Pokemon to stay competitive and not to, and basically just find a medium to be able to allow everyone to be competitive and still use, good battle strategy to be competitive and just create a better environment for the community, because a lot of younger kids don't know about genning and the older ones do, and it creates a rift, like we're the more knowledgeable people, but if they have access to competitive Pokemon within the game, and then and within
quicker learning curve and stuff too,
and then and us as older generation, if we're able to get more competitive Pokemon easier within the game as well, we won't have to gen and we won't have to hack the game and stuff like that if you make it more accessible.
Yeah, that sounds smart.
So, what am I doing? I don't even know what I'm doing in this game.
That's what you're doing.
Getting pitch slapped.
I know, dude.
Your man boobs are gonna concave. Missed, bitch.
Dude, I don't even know what that was.
As well with Musharna, with these random battles like this, you automatically come in and throw off a hypnosis even though you don't have it.
Not Purify Soul.
Fuck Purify Soul.
What is Purify Soul?
It's basically like a Calm Mind, but the more you do it, the more of your stats get increased.
And you heal yourself.
Yeah, so if you do it one more time, you'll go +1 in special attack. Or no, speed or something.
What is going on, dude? Oh, you're dark. I died anyway.
Yep. Shut up to the bed.
Dude, my team is so butt. Like, these moves are terrible.
Dark.
What is this move? What?
Grammar Hammer?
Oh, get burned.
What?
Oh, crit.
Oh, I crit.
Crit mattered.
Crit definitely mattered.
Yeah, it did. Dude,
Anyway.
this is so butt. I don't even know what this move does.
Exactly.
That's the point.
Why are you immune?
Because I have Magnet Rise.
Oh, holy
That's even more trash.
Oh, it's gone. It's gone. Do it again.
Oh, man. It's not like it matters.
Better skedaddle.
Dead.
I'm jumping back and forth between battles right now.
So that was my controversial topic. In the comment section below, you guys can sound off, are you pro-genning or you anti-genning, and what are your thoughts about it in the competitive realm, and do you think Pokemon should make it easier for us to get competitive Pokemon within the game, after the storyline and the gameplay and stuff like that? Do you think that's a good idea or not? Because actually, I was thinking about it, and I think it's Gen 2 or something. I forget which gen it was. Once you beat the game, more Pokemon become available within areas that they weren't there before. So it's not like
I think that started Gen
4?
Gen
2?
4.
Oh, Gen 4.
Yeah,
so
I don't think
that's
that
not
earlier games did that, but Gen 4, I think they did that.
Yeah, so some kind of program or some kind of trigger in the game, like, post-game, the thing triggers, and competitive Pokemon are more likely to be found in the wild. Like, that's awesome, because, first of all, they play through the story, they get through all that stuff, and then still having the breeding option in there for the egg moves and stuff like that, and then having competitive Pokemon available, high IV Pokemon more likely to occur, and like you said, like the shiny thing,
Shiny Charm?
what's it called? Yeah, like a shiny charm, but with IVs. Like, you're more likely to find a 4, 5, or 6 IV Pokemon in the wild.
Yeah, it's like abilities too, like hidden abilities and.
Yeah, like
you still have to breed. You still have to breed hidden abilities, They have like the Pokenav in Oris where you can find Pokemon with special egg moves and abilities and stuff like that. So that's something that that they're moving in that direction, but they just need to take that step and take away this genning thing, because genning only exists because it's so hard to do stuff,
Mm-hmm.
So that's my what did I just do?
What did you... Oh, you swapped our stats.
Oh, cool. I don't even know what that... Okay.
Yeah, so say if I was +2 in attack, you would...
Dude, my team's butt, it doesn't matter. This is dumb.
Oh, no!
Why did my guy switch?
Card.
Oh, red card. I had to look at the thing, why is my guy being moved?
Yeah. Let's see. I'm going to start this up again. But yeah, I mean, is there anything else that Gerard or Matt, do you guys want to talk about at all?
Not sure.
No.
No?
Yo,
no.
Gerard, what about your... have you worked on any Pokken stuff?
Oh, shoot. No, man. I got trained for Evo.
I gotcha.
Evo's in Vegas. It's going to be a big fighting game tournament over there. So I'm going to try to get that money. $2,000 for place.
All right, my big question to you, Gerard, is on a scale of 1 to 10, how ready are you for Utah Regionals?
On a scale from 1 to 10, I feel like I'm gonna win Utah. That's how ready I am.
Damn, those are some powerful words. You heard it here, folks. And did my
your webcam's out.
Yeah, my webcam just crashed. Holy hell! Did that just happen now?
Yeah, it just did. I'll take a moment to plug here.
Seriously, guys, today's episode has just been full of tech issues. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm so sorry for the shoddy episode.
Let me add a quick plug for our draft league.
Go right ahead. Yeah.
All right. So, any of you Poke fans familiar with any sort of draft league formats? We've started one with TLTPG. Whether you're in the group or not, make sure you message us, leave a comment, check it out. Works a lot like the GBA. It's a little bit of a twist, and we actually are almost done our first season. Finals are coming up, hopefully this week. I'm in them. I'll figure out how to post the video or something.
We'll figure something out. Don't worry.
And then season 2 is starting up shortly.
Right after. We just gotta debate a few things with some mods, and then it's going straight up.
Stay tuned. It should be a great time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one last plug, because I think we're about to close out. TLTPG is getting into our tournament season again, basically coming up to, the VGC Worlds coming up in August. We're going to start getting back into our tournament sessions. So basically, our next tournament we're doing is starters. Basically, a tournament with just building a team with using starter Pokemon from Gen 1 all the way to 6. The next tournament after that, I'm not completely sure what it is. And then the one after that, I'm not sure what it is either. But August, we will be having a VGC tournament.
So hype. Gerard's going to win.
So, we're getting back into... So we're pretty much getting back into... So we're getting back into our tournaments season. So it's definitely a great time to join. Hopefully we get a more influx of new people into the group, people that are interested in competitive. Come out. We have a great group. We have a great community. We always help each other out. We crack jokes on each other here and there, but we really do all care about each other very much, and it's a nice Pokemon community, and I definitely want to invite you guys to check our group out and participate in some of our tournaments. We also have a league that's active as well with gyms and stuff like that, so check us out.
Shout out to the Electric Gym.
Or like your Bug Elite 4.
All right, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to wrap up today's episode. Thank you so much for joining us. Like Raven said, please leave a comment down below letting us know how you feel about genning. I think I fixed my webcam. Hopefully everything's in order now.
Yeah, you should be good.
Okay. And yes, thank you to Matt and Gerard, both of you again, for coming on. If you guys want to do any plugs, go right ahead.
Hey, so this is Gerard. Follow me at Twitter, GerardDC, and then also freaking check out my Facebook page for my band, Pugzoo, Puckxou. I'd appreciate a like. We are releasing a little summer platter of EP coming out, so with music videos, just to show you my life and my band's life, so it's gonna be cool. Hopefully you guys get hyped for that.
Just a heads up, guys, that's been the music that's been playing in the background this whole time. This is actually the website right here. I'll highlight it and show everything. That's the website right there. I'll definitely leave a link to that down below. And yeah, Gerard, like seriously, I'll see you in Utah. I'll see you up here, buddies.
Oh yeah, buddy. We'll see each other soon.
Mm-hmm. Matt, do you want to plug anything? Maybe the page?
Well, I mean, just like what Raven said, check out TLTPG if you want to, if you're interested in Pokemon at all. We got all kinds of different battle formats. We got all kinds of personalities, and it's a great time.
Mm-hmm. Raven?
Yeah, man. RAVEN89. I got my YouTube. It'll be in the description section below. This is actually going to be posted on my YouTube video as well, which will be really cool, so I can share it in different types of groups. And lastly, I have a Twitter as well as just RAVEN89. You can find me on there with updates in regards to tournaments that I go to, anything that I post on YouTube, and just personal life stuff. I post stuff on there, so check it out.
Alright, and of course, I am ThumbBrother2. You can find me on here on the TLTPG channel like these guys here, as well as the TLTPG Facebook page. I also have my own main YouTube page. Wow, I suck at plugging. It is ThumbBrother2. Twitter is ThumbBrother2 as well. I'm ThumbBrother2 all over the place, except for my personal Facebook, but I won't really give that out. But we are going to go ahead and end this episode right here. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, so much for joining us for another exciting Goldenrod Radio Tower podcast. And we will definitely see you in the next episode.